Hey everyone, Sean Eichhorn with Fitness Success, and right now what we're going to do on this video is talk about our Burn Fat Fast aerobic routine. So before you start this cardio slash aerobic routine, here's some basic, important things that you want to know about it. You're going to be performing this workout routine 3 times a week on opposite days of your boot camp program. Again, definitely you don't want to do these on the same days. So I'll give you an example. If your boot camp program, you're doing those resistance training workouts on Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, you should be doing the Burn Fat Fast cardio routine on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. And always remember to take one day off as a rest day. Now this routine, the Burn Fat Fast routine, you can perform that on any piece of cardio equipment. You could do it running outside if you wanted to. You could do it swimming. You could even perform it doing jumping jacks. Excuse me. Now, the best time to perform the routine is in the morning on an empty stomach. Typically, again, you're going to burn about 300% more fat in the morning on an empty stomach compared to doing your aerobics in the afternoon or the evening. Some things that you're going to want to have with you before you start the program is like a timer, a stopwatch, or like an interval timer on your smartphone. And the most important thing is you want to write down what you're doing so that I can help you with it on like a weekly or bi-weekly basis. If you come and ask me questions and I don't know what you're doing, there's no way I can help you. So make sure that you write it down. So here's the actual monthly routine. Your first month when you start out on the program, you want to start out with like 12 minutes of cardio, 12 to 15 minutes, and work your way up to 20 minutes doing the intervals. You don't need to jump right to 20 minutes right away, especially if you're really deconditioned and you haven't exercised in a long time. If you try and push too hard too quickly, you're going to set yourself up for failure and possibly even get injured. And the most difficult thing about injury is when you're injured, you can't train. If you can't train, you can't get results. So the first month, start out with 12 to 15 minutes and work your way up to 20 minutes. If you start out with 12 minutes, add 2 to 5 minutes each week until you get up to 20 minutes. Now, eventually, you're going to want to work your way all the way up to 45 minutes of continuous intervals on this routine. So basically, once you get up to 20 minutes, you want to add 2 to 5 minutes every couple of weeks until you reach 45 minutes. And again, you'll be doing this routine 3 days a week for 45 minutes eventually. So here's the actual interval routine. Now, when you start, you basically want to do a warm-up. And a warm-up is really important. It helps warm up the body and it helps prevent injury. Basically, when you do a warm-up, you want to go 2 to 5 minutes. Then when you actually get into the interval routine, it's really simple. Basically what you're going to do is you're going to go really fast as you can go, whatever that you're performing for 1 minute. And what I mean by that is you're going for 1 minute and you possibly cannot go much longer than that. If you can go 15 seconds past a minute, that means you're not going fast or hard enough. After your fast minute, you're going to come down to medium pace for 2 minutes. When those 2 minutes are up, you're going to go really fast for a minute, medium pace for 2 minutes. Fast for 1 minute, medium pace for 2 minutes. And so on until you repeat that until you reach your desired time. So let's talk about the intensity levels. So we're going to talk, the intensity scale here is a level 1 to 0. An intensity of 1 is a really easy pace. Basically that's like a walk. You could hold that pace for an hour or longer if your life depended on it. Now, an intensity of 5 is somewhere in between a 1 and 10, and that's like your warm-up pace. It's something, that's a lot more intense than a scale of 1, but it's not a 10. It's somewhere in between. It's like a pace that you could probably hold for 30 minutes if you had to. An intensity of 7, then, is definitely faster than an intensity of 5, and that's probably like a pace you could probably hold for like 15 to 20 minutes, continuously without stopping. And then an intensity of a 10 is the fastest pace, the fastest, most intense, hardest pace that you can go for 1 minute. And again, you cannot hold that any longer than 1 minute. So here's the intensity levels with the routine. So again, you're going to warm up for about anywhere from 2 to 5 minutes. And again, that's going to be at an intensity of a level of a 5. When you're on minute number 5, then that's when you're going to go really fast for 1 minute at an intensity of 10. When you're done with that for 1 minute, you'll come down for 2 minutes at a medium pace at an intensity of 7. And you're going to keep cycling that and repeat for the desired time. When you're done completing the routine, again, you always want to cool down for 2 to 5 minutes. And your cool down should be at an intensity of like a 3. So again, it's a lot slower than what your warm-up pace is. So here's an example routine on a treadmill. Now, this isn't what you're going to be performing these speeds at if you're doing this on a treadmill. I'm just giving this to you as an example. It's important that you understand that. So let's say that you warm up for 5 minutes at a speed of 5 miles per hour on the treadmill. When that minute, those 5 minutes are up, you're going to go really fast for 1 minute at an intensity of 10. And let's just say, for example, that speed's 8 miles per hour. What you're going to do then after that is you're going to come down for a medium pace for 2 minutes at an intensity of 7. And let's say that speed is 6 miles per hour. So basically, you're just going to repeat that until you're done with your 20 minutes. You're basically going to be going at 6 miles per hour for 2 minutes, 8 miles per hour for 1 minute. 6 miles per hour for 2 minutes, 8 miles per hour for 1 minute. Again, 6 miles per hour for 2 minutes, 8 miles per hour for 1 minute. And again, I'm just using these speeds as an example. If you've been deconditioned for a long time and you haven't ran on a treadmill, maybe your intensity of a 10 is like 2 miles per hour. And your intensity of a 7 is maybe 1 mile per hour. Again, everybody's body is different, and everybody, has a different athleticism to them. So you just want to use your judgment, and again, write down what you're doing so that I can help you with it. So that's the basic concept of the Burn Fat Fast. It's really simple once you start participating in it. So hop right in, write down what you're doing. And again, if you need extra help, give me a phone call or shoot me an email or get a hold of me on our private Facebook group.